What's up, everybody? TJ here, and I'm back with another video, actually. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I've got a wrestling-themed videos on my channel lately, and I'm going to continue with that trend. And today, I'm going to do some movie reviews, actually. Yeah, so I'm going to move away from concept matches and all this other cool stuff in my favorite matches, and go look at some WWE films. Now, say what you want about WWE films, okay? They're some of them are good, some are bad. They're like how do I say this? They're like the B movie films of today's era. Okay, back in the 80s or something, you had B movies like Evil Dead and They Live or something like that. Those were like my opinion of B movies, or eventually become cult classics. Well, essentially, WWE films is kind of like that actually, but I've seen some good ones, I've seen some bad ones, but I'm gonna say like they hit the formula of it's bad where it's so bad it's good. Of course, I will say there are some good dirty films that are like the best of the worst, and in my opinion, the best of the worst would include Bang the Rules, 12 rounds, the first 12 rounds, The Chaperone with Triple H, Legendary with John Cena, and Knucklehead with The Big Show. Those are my opinion, and maybe the first Condemned with Steve Austin, because why not? Steve Austin. It's a freaking gritty action set piece, just bunch of prisoners beating the shit out of each other on an island. I don't want to give too much away, but of course, anyway, I'm not reviewing any of those actually. So I just want to get that off my chest. Is that those are my opinions of like what are the best of the worst actually. But today I'm looking at a somewhat recent WWE films release, and that is this Countdown with Dolph Ziggler. Yes, believe it or not, I've actually gotten a chance to watch this twice now, and from what I look at this, it's good actually. It's kind of good actually. But it's no good action set pieces like Die Hard or Lethal Weapon or something like that. And it's pretty darn cool. I love the story. The acting kind of good, especially from Ziggler. Although I felt at some points I thought his performance was a little stoic. Kane, not as much. Even though like he did have some points to shine in the movie, like as you've seen from the trailer, actually. And like I said, the story was kind of convincing and pretty good, actually. Although that's the only letdown I'm going to spoil, actually. As you know from the trailer, there's a kid with a bomb strapped to his chest, actually, and supposedly the murdering psychopath or the guy that mastermind behind it asks Dolph Ziggler's character to meet him at the Coliseum, actually, during a WWE Live event, actually. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Is it going to be kind of like a sudden death, actually? And if you don't know the movie Sudden Death, it's an action film, martial arts film / hockey film with Jean-Claude Van Damme, where the whole set piece was set during like a fictional Stanley Cup playoff game, actually, which obviously, just for movie purposes, was a fictional Stanley Cup game, but that's a Jean-Claude Van Damme, and that's a movie review for another day. And so let's talk about Countdown. But I thought that it was going to be kind of like that, but was only just the first act. And I will say, first act was very good, very strong going into it. The acting was up there. The story was moving at a good pace. The last act, kind of stumbled a little bit, but it got good as the movie went on. And my goodness, there were some very intense like moments where like that kind of had you on edge, actually. Oh my God, what's gonna happen next, and something like that. And I just love Dolph Ziggler's character. It's like my goodness, you've seen him on TV, just being the show off, trying to steal a show, and like take that. And now of course he takes up this character, this cop that says he's trying to do the right thing or going against the law, and he's like defying authority. He's kind of like Roman Reigns, if you kind of think about it. But let's not talk about that. And he's being chased by the cops, the Russian mafia, and spoilers ahead, he locks horns with the Russian ambassador, actually. So I'm like, good Lord, this guy is like a badass. Ziggler can do it, actually. So he has some moments to shine, but I thought there were some moments that he could use a little work, actually. So overall, I thought was pretty darn good, actually. So yeah, it took me a while to find this movie. Like literally within days, like when this was released, all the shelves were just like sold out. Like it took me about a week and a half to finally get my hands on a copy of this. So I liked it. Pretty good stuff. Like I said, no action set piece like Die Hard. I will say check it out if you get a chance. And I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10, actually. Okay, so Let me know what you think. If you've seen it, tell me what you thought about the movie. Okay, please thumbs up this movie, subscribe to my channel, and as always, keep it tuned here for some awesome videos.